So, June is Men's Mental Health Month, and we're going to go ahead and talk about this. And I'm only going to speak from my perspective because I am a woman. I think this might have been a curse that grew up with both sides of my family being majority women. I believe 95% of my family on both sides coupled together are women. So there's very little men. It's very small amount of men. And these women, I don't care if you're offended by it, are undiagnosed borderline personality disordered, narcissistic personality disordered, antisocial person, the whole cluster B. And if you don't know what cluster B is, I ain't calling it cluster bitch, but it's cluster B. And then if you throw some bipolar, some schizophrenia in there, some sociopath and psychopath in there, you got where a good bit of these men mental health issues started from. Most men mental health and life problems started with their mother. And yes, bring it back to the women. Yeah, most men mental health started with their mothers, their aunts, their female cousins, and their sisters. Yeah, and I know y'all gonna be like, well, how can you blame that on us? Because most men problems start with a woman. Okay? And if you grew up in a single parent household, unfortunately, either, because there's some single dads out there. Salute. There's some single fathers out there, but a good bit of single parent households or mothers raising children by themselves, and it don't matter the race, because there's some white deadbeat dads too. I'm tired of black people going, oh, only black men are bearing their children. No, white men do it too. So let's just stop the whole narrative there. Also, let's talk about child molestation and rape. A lot of these men have been assaulted by your boyfriends that you brought home, stepdad, uncle, the pastor, neighborhood man that you done entrusted with them, the coaches. Yeah, a lot of these men have been assaulted by other men. And then there's a phenomenon to me, because it's just now becoming prevalent to me, that there are the female babysitters that were molesting these boys too. And then now you got to bring sex into the picture. And then when some of these boys decide that, hey, I'm going to date my own gender and become gay, you ostracize them from the family. Or when they speak up and say, hey man, your husband done touched me and this, that, and the third, you got some toxic ass black woman going, oh no, my husband would never. Oh no, the pastor didn't do that. You must be imagining things. What did you do for him to do that? Yeah, women are like, to me, there are the cause of a good bit of men's mental health. Then if you couple that with men that go pick women that are familiar. And what I mean by familiar, they pick women that are like their mothers. They pick women that are like their sisters. And then they have children with them. And then the same thing that happened to them as a child is happening to their child. It starts a whole curse. Yeah. And men, you cannot go through your life continuously blaming the woman. You have to grab the bull by the horn. Because at the end of the day, that lady gonna die. And she got the answer for what she did to you anyway. And then you got the answer for your own dealings on this planet. So go grab the bull by the horns. Don't keep crying and harping that women fucked you up, because they did. They did. But you got to fix this yourself. And death is not the answer. Suicide is not the answer. Give it to God and a therapist.